Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the absolutely thrilling Wheel of Fortune episode from July 12th, 2025. You are not going to believe the twists and turns this game took. We have our three amazing contestants. From sunny San Diego, we have Maria, a high school science teacher. Next to her is Ben, a graphic designer from Chicago with a passion for classic cars. And finally, David, a retired firefighter from Austin, Texas, ready to spin that wheel. Pat and Vanna are looking fantastic as always, and the energy in the studio is just electric. So grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's break down all the action from this unforgettable night of puzzles and prizes. Let's get started. The first toss-up puzzle is on the board under the category What Are You Doing? The letters start popping up. And wow, that was fast. Ben buzzes in almost instantly and solves reading a good book. Just like that, he banks a quick $1,000 and gets the honor of the first spin of the game. He looks confident, gives the wheel a solid pull, and it lands on $700. Calls an R, and there are two of them on the board. The category for our first main round is phrase. Ben spins again, and this time he lands on the express wedge. He calls a T, and there are three of them. The crowd is loving this. He's building up his bankroll nicely. He decides to spin one more time, maybe a little risky, but it pays off, landing on $600. He calls an S, and there's one S at this point. He has a good chunk of cash and the express wedge. He decides to buy a vowel. The E and four E's pop up, really opening up the puzzle. He looks at the board, thinks for a moment, and decides to solve. Better late than never. That is correct. What a fantastic start for Ben, adding a nice sum to his total. Now, we're moving on to our second toss-up, and the category is place. The letters fill in. This time it's Maria who buzzes in with lightning speed. She solves public library and picks up $2,000. It's her turn to take control of the wheel. The next puzzle category is a big one. Before and after. Maria gives the wheel a powerful spin, and it lands on the purple $500 wedge. She calls for a D, and there are two of them. She spins again, getting $700, and calls an N3 N's appear on the board. She's on a roll. She decides to buy the vowel A, and it's a good choice, with three A's showing up. The puzzle is starting to take shape, but it's still a tricky one. She spins again, avoiding bankrupt and landing on $650. She calls a G1G she decides to solve, a bold move. Just says wedding ring of fire, and that is absolutely right. Wedding ring and ring of fire. A brilliant solve by Maria, and she's now right back in the game. The scores are getting tight, and the competition is heating up. It's time for the mystery round, and this is where things can really change. The category is food and drink. David, who hasn't had much luck yet, gets his first spin of the round. He starts with a spin and lands on $800. Calls for a T, and there are two of them. A good solid start. He spins again, and this time it lands right on the mystery wedge. The crowd murmurs. Calls an L, and there are two L's. Now for the big decision. Does he risk his $1,600 for a chance at the $10,000 on the back? He looks at his score, takes a deep breath, and says he's going for it. Pat flips the wedge over, and it's the $10,000. The studio erupts. What a gutsy move from David. He now has $10,000 plus his earnings, but he's not done yet. He buys an O and three O's appear. Keeps going, spinning again and landing on $500. He calls a C, and there are two C's. The puzzle is almost completely revealed. David looks at the board and solves chocolate lava cake. Correct. What a comeback. From zero to hero in one round, David is now our new leader with a commanding lead. Next up is the prize puzzle round, always a fan favorite. The category is fun and games. Ben is up to spin. He lands on the $600 wedge and calls an N2 N's. He spins again, and uh-oh, it's bankrupt. He loses his cash for the round, and it's a tough break. Control passes to Maria. She spins and lands on $900. She calls a G, and there are two Gs. She buys a vowel, the I, and there are three of them. She's looking carefully at the board. She spins one more time and lands on $500. She calls an S, just one S. She has a nice little pile of cash building. She decides to solve. She confidently says going on a safari, and she is right. She wins the cash from the round, and Pat reveals the prize. She's won a trip to South Africa, including a real-life safari adventure, a prize valued at over $9,000. What an incredible win for Maria. She leaps ahead in the totals, putting the pressure right back on David. This game is a real nail-biter. We head into our final toss-up before the bonus round. The category is thing. The letters start appearing. David buzzes in. He solves winning streak. He adds $3,000 to his total, which is just enough to secure his spot as the night's big winner. What a game he played. He's heading to the bonus round with an impressive total. Congratulations to Maria and Ben as well. They both played wonderfully.
Ow.
David is all smiles as he joins Pat over at the bonus wheel. He gives it a mighty spin, and it lands on the ampersand. He looks a little nervous, but very excited. Pat hands him the card, and the final puzzle category of the night is What Are You Doing? As is tradition, they give him R, S, T, L, N, and E. A few letters pop up, but the puzzle still looks tough. It's a three-word puzzle. David chooses his letters C, D, M, and the vowel A. The C and the A are up there, which helps a bit. The puzzle now reads __CKINGA__. He has 10 seconds. The clock starts. He's staring intently. Packing A, he mutters. Picking a ... Time is ticking down. 3, 2, 1 ... He can't get it. The buzzer sounds. Pat reveals the answer was hacking away. It's a very tricky puzzle indeed. Pat opens the envelope to see what he missed out on ... It was the $45,000. A tough end, but David is still taking home a huge amount of cash and had an incredible game. He played with heart and took a massive risk that paid off. What an episode. And that's a wrap on the July 12th, 2025 episode of Wheel of Fortune. What a roller coaster of emotions. From Ben's fast start to David's incredible $10,000 mystery wedge gamble and Maria's fantastic prize puzzle win, this episode had it all. It just goes to show you that on Wheel, anything can happen until that very last spin. Let me know your favorite moment in the comments below. Did you think David should have flipped the mystery wedge? Were you able to solve that tough bonus puzzle? I love reading your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching this recap with me. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future breakdowns. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.